I've been waiting for this show all freaking week, especially the last 48 hours. It's finally here. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Poke the Woke. Edward Cho, Kevin Wall here, live from a Shared Universe podcast studio in Red Bank, New Jersey. We have a lot to talk about. Of course, the NFL has blood in their hands right now, and we're going to jump into that. Of course, Minnie Mouse is changing her outfit. We got Joe Biden talking about Supreme Courts. Apparently, you don't have to be qualified. You just got to be a person of color. And last but not least, my man decided to be cocky, arrogant, greedy, talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. They were going to win, and they did not. We're going to save that for the very end. But first, I can't wait for my money and my steak. But this is where I bring in you, Edward Cho. How are you, my friend?
Well, I know what? When that game was over, I was like, I got your text. I actually got a lot of people's texts.
Dude, I text you in the second quarter. So I was in New York watching the game. I'm in my hotel room because I had to stay for work. And, thankfully I got lucky. Stick around and hang out. But all of a sudden, I'm watching the game in my room. And it's 21-3. It's not looking good. The Bengals offense can't get things going. The Chiefs, Mahomes down the field, one after the other. And then next thing you know, I texted 21-3. I'm like, dude, I got a bad feeling.
I saw
got
that.
A bad feeling. And right there, when that message was sent, that's where everything turned around.
Hey, it was
a little
right?
Screen pass, 44-yard touchdown.
All right,
you get a field goal at halftime, a touchdown, 2-point conversion. Kansas City mixes it up. Thank God Eli Apple dropped that ball, because if I had to deal with Eli Apple being the AFC Championship hero, I would have lost my mind. I would have been happy to win the money, but Eli Apple, I can't take him. So thank God we didn't have to worry about that. Mahomes, 13 seconds to go against Buffalo, wins the game, or ties the game in the final 13 seconds. And 1 week later, 13 seconds to overtime, he screws it up. Interception.
He choked.
And then, of course, you got Burrow driving down the field. McPherson, automatic. He's money. The Bengals are going to the Super Bowl, baby. Joe Burrow is my man.
First of all, we're going to talk about this later on. I know we want to kick it off with this, and we're going to end it with this.
Yes.
But Ming, by the way, Ming's behind the board there.
My man, Ming.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, everyone?
It's good to see you, man.
It's good.
How's it feel to be home? Because you're always on the road every time that we do a show.
It feels very weird. I'm not going to lie.
It's a rare
very,
weekend
very
with Ming Chen.
I can't. It feels very weird.
It's always good to have you here, though, man.
Yes.
Thank you. I love you guys.
It's always good to have
love
you
you
here.
guys.
And
No, I agree. We teased it.
We teased it, but I'm just going to ask you guys one question, and then we'll move on, and then obviously, we'll touch bases at the end.
Absolutely.
You dick.
Absolutely.
But for both you guys that are football fans that watched the game, I don't want to hear. This is what I can't hear. I can't hear someone, especially you or anyone, saying, "Oh, well, you know what? I knew Cincinnati was going to do it. I saw the post that we put up online, and people were like,
right.
yeah, I knew that they were going to do it. I knew it all the time. You're lying. You're lying. You didn't know it was going to happen. It just so happened that Kansas City choked. Kansas City, all the best to them. And for what it's worth, I said to you, I was like, I have no problem paying you, because now I actually have someone to root for, because I wanted Cincy.
You did say that.
Right.
You did say that.
So, but I just thought Kansas City was going to win. That's what I said. But looking you in the face, looking Ming over here, okay, I'm just nobody thought that was going to happen. You can't come to me.
I did.
And you cannot say, you know what, was it 21-3? What were they down?
It was 21-3, yeah. So you
when it was 21-3, let me ask both of you. You could both look me in the face and tell me that, you know what, no, Kansas City is going to lose since he's going to go to the Super Bowl, to the ship.
I mean, I love them. I always loved them. And there was something about them in playing against Vegas.
Yes or no? You thought they were going to win when it was 21-3?
I was worried, and I texted you that. I was worried.
Wait, Ming.
I was definitely worried.
Just be honest. Right.
It was still early. They still had a whole second half to go. And I just also want to go on record. Back in September or August, I predicted, someone asked me, Ming, who's going to win the Super Bowl? I said the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, I don't buy that. I need to hear audio
on
first.
record.
I need to hear audio.
It's on record.
Is that on record?
It is on record.
Oh.
I can pull it up somewhere. It's on a Patreon.
Well, you get
podcast,
on that, and I want to hear it by the end of the show.
I definitely said that, and
all right.
I think Joe Burrow is magic. That's what I'm going to say.
That kid is going to be a stud. We touched on it, and hey, John Gonzalez, what's up, John? It's good to see you, man. Good guy.
But yes, we will get back to that at the end because there's so much to talk about in an hour, and we're going to save the best for last. But news broke a couple hours ago regarding. Speaking of the NFL,
wow, that was
Brian
something, wasn't
Flores
it? Man?
right now. So
Brian
the report
Flores.
was that he's going to be suing the NFL. He's going to be suing the New York Giants and suing the Miami Dolphins.
Did you hear the audio of it?
I did not. No, I did not hear the audio.
Wow.
I did see the leaked text messages though between him and Belichick. How can we be real? First of all, how can Belichick mess that up? How can he mess that up?
Look, to err to be human, right?
Don't get me wrong. We make mistakes. We're human beings, but when it comes to two candidates that are going for the same job,
yeah,
and they happen to be known Brian, they have the same name, Brian.
Yeah.
They both worked for Belichick. How do you not know Dable? That's different to Flores. Are they Brian D, Brian F?
If you're
and it's a whole conversation, and he's like, "Oh, I effed up. I made a mistake.
I have to think
it's going to Dable." He broke the news before the interview.
Yeah. You just have to think. There's a lot going on in that guy's mind right now. I mean, there's he lost.
He got fired. He's going to Jersey to interview, and apparently he knows he's not going to get the job right there and then.
That just sucks because he's from here, right?
He's a diehard Giant fan.
Dude,
he's a Brooklyn guy.
God, he wanted that gig. Oh my God,
you saw it in the text message.
Yeah, he wanted that gig so bad, but
he got a bad rap though with Miami, and it shows you how pathetic the Miami ownership is. I mean, you're telling him to tank in 2019, and again, when Brian Flores got that job in Miami in 2019, everyone was saying, "What the hell are you doing?" Congratulations, you're getting a head coaching job in the NFL. There's only 32 jobs available, and you're one of them. Congratulations. But you have no roster whatsoever. No wonder why the ownership was saying, tank. I will throw in $100,000 for every loss.
Is there proof of this?
It shows, it says in the lawsuit. Again, it's going to take time. So you can't have an instant reaction that, the Giants are this, the Dolphins ownership is this. Denver's apparently getting sued from what I hear. I don't know if that's accurate enough, but that's from what I'm hearing. But The Giants, though, going with the Giants are in this mess right now. And if this is true,
they shouldn't be, though.
And if this is true, it may be an issue. But at the same time, the New York Giants interviewed three minority coaches to be the head coach for the Giants. Patrick Graham's one of them. Brian Flores is one of them.
Yeah.
And then Leslie Frazier, who I think we were wasting time. The last person I would want is Leslie Frazier.
There were five, right? And three happened.
Yes, and I thought he was a bad head coach to begin with in Minnesota, even though he did go to the postseason with Christian Ponder.
Yes, he did.
But the 13 seconds is enough.
I can't believe, that's right.
So you had two people, because you had to interview two people that are out of the building.
Right.
So Flores and Frazier are your two guys. Graham, you give the interview. It looks like he's going to stay. I don't think he's going to Minnesota. So the Giants are out of the
Minnesota.
But the
Harbaugh's going to Minnesota.
But the Miami Dolphins, talk about trouble right now.
They
may have to sell the team.
There's not might. They're going to sell the team. I think they're saying they're actually going to sell the team.
They may have to.
And you said Denver is up for sale as well here too, right? So
yes, but that's a whole different.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing. Yeah, it's a whole different story. I know, but you're right. So as far as this, Miami, I think that's it. I think that's said and done. They're going to sell ship. We're done. Now the problem with that is by doing that, let's think about that. If you're an owner of any type of sports team and something like this hits the fan, and you're like, all right, I'm out, I'm going to sell. Doesn't that actually kind of sensationalize your lack of innocence?
Well, the thing was, the owner died. I don't think the family wants anything to do with the team. So it was not if, it was when for the Denver Broncos to sell their team. They were going to be on the market regardless.
Okay.
So and that's going to be reported $4 billion, by the way. That's going to be up for sale. So it shows you how much ownership really makes.
Yeah.
We say the players are overpaid, but look how much the owners are freaking making.
Yeah.
And all that. But Stephen Russ, the Dolphins owner, he offered $100,000 per loss to tank.
But you know what? Once again, I need to see proof of it. I gotta see proof of it, and I don't think we're gonna see proof of it because.
But he was mad that. Again, Miami didn't have anything on paper. They were able to get 5 wins in 2019. They were able to get 5 wins, and he was furious about that.
Yeah. Look, man. Look, my thing is this. All this is happening, right?
Yeah.
How do you tie it up? He's suing the NFL, right?
Yeah.
He's suing these teams.
His career may be in jeopardy, coach.
The NFL is going to settle out of court. They're going to settle out of court like they did with Kaepernick. Okay? Because here's the thing.
And they went 3-6 here in Kaepernick too.
I think it goes deeper. Because Ming, I'm not sure, but isn't this right? Like, if you get sued, whether it be Major League Baseball or NFL or anything like that, you got to open up. Think about this. I think the rabbit hole goes much deeper because, and I really do with the NFL, because if you go to court and all this, you got to let all your texts, all your emails, everything is up for grabs. Well, they don't want anyone seeing that, right?
Well, how do you think John Gruden got in trouble? Because they were interviewing the Washington football team at the time, and then they found the Gruden emails.
I don't work for the NFL or MLB. I don't want anyone seeing my texts.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right?
Dude, I get anxiety when I have a friend that touches my phone
man.
and reads my text messages. God forbid.
So just think about the National Football League saying, you know what, you got all of it. I need to see all of it. They're gonna squash it. You're not gonna see any of this.
No, I disagree. I think now, especially,
really?
Yes, because listen, this Rooney-Gate thing has been going on since 2003, and let's be real, how many African American coaches have been hired in the past 18 or 19 years?
Look, I'm not saying that.
And listen, Brian Flores is a definitely qualified coach. Mm-hmm. He got hired for a reason, and he got a crappy Dolphins roster all 3 years that he was there to play tough and win wherever he goes. Before today, I don't know if I don't know if I would want to hire him right now because he's
never going to coach again.
Because this is going to be a huge headache down the road.
He's never going to coach again. But he's never going to coach again.
No, I don't think so.
That's
too early to
he's
say.
Done. He's not going to coach again. Who the fuck's? Why would you bring that along with you? If you were any kind of owner, why would you bring that along with you? Or what would end up happening is Denver and Miami gets bought. Right now, you have it. Get a black owner in there.
Well, that's eventually going to happen.
Get a black owner in there. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And then Brian Flores maybe get it. And then he's like the poster child for, oh, you know what? Social equity in the NFL and all that good stuff. And that's fine. Kaepernick can be their quarterback for all I give a shit.
That day's not coming. I can tell you that.
I'm just saying that. How funny would that be, right? There's a black owner, right? He picks up Flores. And Kaepernick is your quarterback.
The only thing that I say that...
And then bring an AB there. Yeah, bring an AB.
Do you really want to deal with AB right now?
I'm just saying, though. Bring an AB.
The only... He's going to be giving you the peace out sign.
Let's go all in. If you're going to own a team, just go all in. Do all of that.
The only reason why I say his coaching career may not be done yet is because he's only in his early 40s. So Kaepernick, he downgraded as a player when he did the kneeling stuff. And you can say if he was discriminated away from the league, we'll never know. I mean, I got my opinion. I think in a way, no one wanted to deal with that headache.
No,
I don't look at it as discrimination.
Okay, well, he sucked. He wasn't good.
But at the same time, he was a crappy quarterback.
Unless we forget about Kaepernick,
the Niners won 2 games that year.
Unless we forget about Kaepernick too, and nobody seems to bring this up. I don't know why. People are saying, "Oh, well, you know what? He And this is really this is kind of upsetting, right? It's like he got fired because he's an African American and they can't. He left. I believe he left $17 million on. I think he left $17 million.
He wanted to be a free agent, and no team wanted to take him.
So he left.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. So he left. How is the NFL wrong here? You suck. You're not that good. You were overrated in the first place, and I called that Super Bowl. Again, I told you from last week, which I called that for. He wasn't that good. He left like $17 million on the table. Look, I don't understand. Look, the fact. This is what really upsets me about this guy, man. The fact that he needs to make himself a victim is ludicrous. He
would have had a head coaching job regardless because you got Houston that's available. He's got a lot of connections in Houston. The Saints, it's a lot different now because Breeze is out of the picture. Mm-hmm. They have a lot of salary cap issues. And to be fair, other than the Sean Payton and Drew Brees era, they got nothing. If it wasn't for Sean Payton and Drew Brees, they would have been out of New Orleans by now. Mm-hmm. They rejuvenized that franchise for at least another generation. So that's an option. Jacksonville's option. There's still head coaching spots available.
Sure.
But and I guarantee you, if none of this has happened, he would have a head coaching job. And I would bet my money on Houston.
There is absolutely zero doubt, K-Wall. 100%, he would have got a coaching job. The fact that Flores pulled this is it's really it's a little mind-boggling to me.
The one thing though,
it's a lot mind-boggling to me.
The one thing because
a little bit.
No, I agree with you. Once I heard about this report and I saw the New York Giants that were involved, I immediately said racist discrimination and all that. Listen, when you have a GM, number one, you're always gonna have your guy. Shane came from Buffalo. Dable, once you hired Shane, you knew the writing was on the wall. Brian Dable was going to be the head coach.
I thought Shane was great though, but I thought it was a good.
No, I agree. And trust me, I've said it on this show. I wanted Brian Flores. I think he's the most qualified guy.
You have said that. We both did.
You know, he gets his players to play tough. I mean, look at that roster. They went 9-8. They were 10-6 with Ryan Fitzpatrick. And with that terrible roster 19 where Stephen Ross is apparently saying, let's tank for Tua or let's tank for Burrow, they won 5 games. It shows you how good of a coach that he is. But the New York Giants, once I saw that report that they were involved and he was going to get sued over this Rooney Rule, whoa. Look at how many coaches that are minority that they interviewed. And on top of that, the GM position was open. They had a handful of minority candidates to be the GM. So I think the Giants, this is not the issue, but once the Miami stuff, the Stephen Ross thing, Stephen Ross is going to have to eventually sell this team. It's going to happen. Because I think there's so much blood in the water, and there were a lot of questions regarding this guy on top of that. No one saw anything with him. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2008, and he gives up on coaches every 3 years. And now that they throw this, I wouldn't be. The NFL, I mean, they already jumped on their PR in 2 hours. The Giants even jumped on their PR.
Dude, it was immediate. I think
immediate.
Like they jumped right on. Like
within the hour.
I bet they didn't read. I bet they didn't read a single note of that doc.
They did. Well, they did.
Did they? The whole thing.
They did.
What was it? Like 5 pages? It had to have been huge. It had to have been fucking huge.
But I don't know. This could be career suicide right now. But he said in a statement that he doesn't care,
dude.
Because he's still very young in the NFL. They're going to do something about this. I know they will. But again, if nothing happened, if we didn't see these Bill Belichick leaked text messages, and if he didn't screw up, he thought that he was texting. He was texting Dable.
Yeah.
This wouldn't be a thing right now.
Yeah.
And you can see, and if I know we got the text messages on the screen right now. We'll put them up.
Is that Belichick?
So Bill Belichick was texting Brian Flores again, thinking that he was Brian Dable.
Yeah.
And he's like, it sounds like you got the job with the Giants. And he's like, what do you mean? If you haven't heard anything, I interview on Thursday. And then he goes, got it. I hear it from both Buffalo, which Brian Flores has no connection with.
Yeah.
And then the New York Giants, who they're obviously...
You're their guy.
He's obviously trying to get the job. So why would Buffalo be interviewing or talking about Brian Flores going to New York? It's not their guy.
Yeah.
So obviously you mess up. Flores picks up on it immediately. Coach, are you talking to me or Dable? I just want to make sure. And then Belichick goes, I effed this up. I double-checked and I misread the fact. I am sorry, BB.
Dude, that right there. Sorry, I fucked this up. I double checked and misread that. Like, wow, dude. But once again,
and out of all people too, it's Bill Belichick. This isn't a newbie head coach. I think in our life. Belichick.
I think in our life, whether you, me, Ming, right? We've all made a mistake like that. We've all made a mistake like that. Have we not?
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, we've all made a mistake like that.
All the time.
Yeah, so I mean, we can go like, oh my God, how can you do that? We all make mistakes like that.
But this is a big mistake.
Wow, it's huge. It's monster.
This is a big mistake.
It's a huge one.
Listen, I can send one link to one friend that's meant for the other, and they're like, what are you talking about? This is the NFL. How many Bryans are in the NFL interviewing for head coaches for the same job?
Yeah.
How can you mess that up? I don't care how intoxicated I am or how high as a kite I am. I know I am not just double checking, not just triple checking. I'm quadrupling checking that I'm talking to the right Brian. And the greatest coach of all time, Bill Belichick, can't do that. It shows you he's not the brightest apple on the tree. He's smart on the football field, but as a human being, man. Talk about a mess up.
How funny if he texted, hey, so, I heard you fuck Dayball's wife. Wait, who are you talking to? Who are you texting? I'm sorry, who is this? This is a bad look on everything. This was a mistake, yes. This is what broke, yes. But at the same time, when this started the whole lawsuit. But through the whole lawsuit, is anyone really going to talk much about this?
Yes, because that's the first thing in the lawsuit.
This,
It's the Belichick text messages.
but this is going to get buried pretty fast, I think, because there's a lot
it
more
could,
that goes
because,
into it. Because
I mean-
a lot they're going to dig a lot deeper than just this.
No, but again, Miami's the bigger story now.
Yes,
The Giants, they're going to be involved. They're going to be questioned, but like they did the right thing. They followed the rules. And again, when they hired Joe Shane, the writing was on the wall that Brian Dable was going to be the guy. And again, it doesn't matter what you look like or who you are, what gender you are. It's about hiring the most qualified guy. And that's what the Giants put in the PR statement. They were blown away with Brian Dable. They believe in the vision. They bring in a guy who is tight, connected to Brian Dable and Joe Shane. You got to go that route.
Yep, and there's proof there too. It's not like they didn't.
And John Mara wanted Brian Flores on top of that.
It makes so much sense too because they rebuilt the team. You know, and it's like they come here. Let's do the same thing. You know, let's just recreate. And why not?
They fixed the problems in Buffalo.
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, they also got like, I mean, they
haven't won, but they're competitive.
Well, they got a stud quarterback, and you know,
Exactly.
They
got in Stephon Diggs.
They put together a real team. And when we got these two, as a Giants fan, you were happy. I was happy.
I was happy, and again, I wanted Flores, but
you weren't upset with.
I wasn't upset with Dable.
Yeah, not at all. I wasn't upset at all. And
but the Giants,
they're not. But the problem, they're not Danny Dimes. They're not going to be able to draft somebody. You know what I'm saying? As good as what's his name? As good as
like Joe Burrow.
Well, Burrow, the Bills,
Josh
Allen. Yeah, and the problem is that Dable actually said, just to shift a little bit, Dable actually said, "Oh well, you know what? It's I want to have a 1-to-1 with Daniel Jones. I want to make sure we're on the same page."
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Though.
They stick with Daniel Jones. He's going to get fired in like 3 years.
Jones is going to be the quarterback in 2022 regardless.
No. I see now.
They made it well known they're not going after Watson. The Wilson thing is dead because that was Joe Judge's thing.
It's so foolish. It's so foolish. If he sticks with him, that's his death sentence. That's Dable's death sentence. In 3 years.
Well, it's going to happen in 2022. Again, Daniel Jones is not the story right now.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's Brian Flores.
It's Brian Flores.
It's the NFL. And this is something that we're going to hear. And the greatest quarterback of all time who retired, his day is going to be forgotten just because of this story.
And that's a shame,
This
too.
is not the biggest story now in the NFL.
And that's a shame, too. And you know what? I'm going to raise my glass to the GOAT. You know what?
Thanks for the 2 Super Bowls, son.
Yeah, see, that's not where I was going. I'm a Giants fan.
No,
but
but
yes,
he is the greatest of all time.
he is the greatest of all time. It's a shame that the story was broke before I think he wanted to from ESPN. But Tom Brady is the GOAT. He's the greatest thing that I think he's one of the greatest things that ever happened to football. And even outside of that, I personally feel, just being a Giants fan or just being a football fan in general,
right,
that the game won't be the same. It won't be the same without having TB12.
Dude, I was
center.
4 years old when Tom Brady came into the league, and now I'm going to be 26 in May.
Yeah.
My whole life, pretty much, was Tom Brady.
Yep. And everything.
It was 2000.
And we're never gonna see it again. We're never gonna see it again.
I mean, there's even talks of saying, "Oh, he's going to take a year off and come back." I'm like, guys, it's over. But you know what?
Well, he should come back for a one. Not to cut you off.
Well, he's
but
gonna
I'm
sign a
sorry.
one-day contract,
He needs
though.
to come back as a 1-day contract, take one snap or something like that, and go out into the sunset as a New England Patriot.
He's going to sign a one-day contract. So that's going to happen.
That needs to happen. Which was really odd because today when he had his farewell speech.
Yeah.
He said nothing of the Patriots, or he said nothing of Bill Belichick, or said nothing of that. And that wasn't by accident. I feel he's just kind of bitter. But he knows very damn well that his career there is what, he is a Patriot. You could say, yes, he won one with the Buccaneers, fine, good and dandy. He's a Patriot. He'll always be a Patriot, so he's going to retire a Patriot. I can't see him not retiring a Patriot, and that's just how he needs. That's really how he needs to go off into the sunset.
No, but that once the news broke, around 9:30, 9:45, whenever it was, and you're reading the 5-paragraph essay of him thanking. He's thanking the Glazer family, the owners of the Buccaneers, Bruce Arians, the Bucs fans. I'm like, wait a second. Where were you for 20 years?
Yeah.
And then the only way that he thanked the Patriots was the Patriots going out of their way to thank Tom Brady, which was classy. And, you had to do it. And then he just put them on their story. Like, thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Love
Yeah.
you.
He's like, thank you to. So
if I was a Patriot fan, I would be pissed. I would be livid.
I don't know if you'd be livid.
I would be livid. For not 22 years, You won 6 out of your 7 Super Bowls, and you have 9 images of words on your Instagram, and not one word mentioned about Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick,
the fans,
the 6, and most importantly, the fans.
Yeah.
I would be livid if I was a Patriot fan. And I know a lot of Patriot fans that were livid at the time. Now, I don't know if it changed, but at the end of the day, you know that he's going to retire as a Patriot tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go to canon as a New England Patriot in 5 years. That's going to be one great Hall of Fame. Big Ben and Tom Brady.
He can go in right now. Just stop.
Come on, he's not like Luke Garrick dying. You put him in immediately.
Yeah, I know. He's just that good.
No, you let him wait the 5 years.
Okay,
as you should.
I get it. But the Golden Boy, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna miss Tom Brady playing. And what really kind of upsets me a little bit is he actually made it very public. He's like, well, I'll retire when I'm not good anymore. He's at the top of his game.
It's Giselle. Giselle's the present day Yoko Ono, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
man.
I'm putting that take up there.
Shit, that's tough.
That marriage was on the rocks if he came back one more year.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
really?
I think so.
Yeah.
Giselle wanted him to retire. They were having marital problems in 2015 because he wanted to keep on playing.
I remember when Giselle would always be stupid after a Super Bowl or something. She would talk stupid to
Well,
the
she said it
fans
last
and
year when the
stuff.
Buccaneers won.
And
you got to remember, she gave up her entire career for Tom Brady.
she's worth so much more than Tom, too, which is around.
At the time, yeah.
I think she still is. I think Giselle's net worth is a lot more than Tom Brady.
I just remember Giselle from Taxi, the movie Taxi with Queen Latifah.
Giselle net worth. What do we got here? Her net worth is so Brady is at 250, and that's only because he took so many breaks to stay.
She's still
What is that?
400 million. Giselle
million.
Bündchen.
Look at that. So
wow.
You know what? Because she's probably the most famous. She's the most famous. She's the most iconic supermodel out there, Giselle.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I remember
she's a brand name in her own right.
I remember once the 2014 season was happening. She wanted him to start considering about retirement.
Yeah.
Listen, you proved this much. He had 3 Super Bowl rings. He eventually won his 4th at the time. It's time to walk away. You got 3 kids. And you also have someone that you got a co-parent with. You have nothing more to prove.
It's the competitive spirit, my man.
No, and I love it. And it shows. He won 3 more Super Bowls in that time span. 7 years ago today was when they beat the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
Butler.
Yeah. Which is crazy. And you're gonna hear this over and over again, like just in the past, because it spans.
I had a fun weekend that weekend, by the way.
Crazy, man. It goes 20 years. It's just the guy's accomplished so much. It's just ridiculous.
I had a fun weekend that weekend. I remember that.
What would you do? You get laid?
Yeah, we can say that.
There it is. Yeah. What was his name?
Eduardo. I remember that weekend I got very drunk. I stole a fedora, and then we had some fun.
Very nice. Well, I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad that's what you
That's
equate.
7 years ago. Why am I talking about the past? Oh, good God.
No, we're talking about Tom Brady. It's all the past.
Someone help me.
You know what was crazy? I do the Comics on Cannabis podcast.
Yes.
And I actually had a conversation with my co-host there, and I was saying how great Tom Brady is, and he was like saying, "Oh, well, apparently he was hinting that he thinks Aaron Rodgers is better."
Oh, stop it.
Yeah,
I'm not even.
He was like saying the only reason Tom Brady's numbers are so good is because he's played there for 6 years longer, and he's got like all. And I was like, I disagree. I disagree.
That's a hot take right there.
But that's
a very hot take.
You think?
That's a very hot take. I mean, everyone's even agreeing that Tom Brady's the GOAT.
I don't know
and
why.
Aaron Rodgers can't win anything in January.
I don't know why he
can't win anything.
It was funny because I hope he's listening. I don't know if he is, but I was like, you know what? You should bring that up on the podcast. You and I will debate.
Derek, come on, start commenting.
I was like, you and I will.
We'll even zoom you in right now to defend your take.
You and I will debate. I will take Tom Brady, and you will take Aaron Rodgers.
It's not even
but he ended that pretty quick though. He didn't seem.
My dad still even thinks Joe Montana's the GOAT. I'm like, dude, you're done. And I was on that bandwagon too, but once I saw that Falcon game, all right, I put my hands up.
That was crazy. Yeah,
and then he won 2 more. Like he left a great situation in New England to go to Tampa, and it shows that they were only a quarterback away because you had Mike Evans, you had Chris Godwin, you bring in Gronk. I mean, you had a good tight end to begin with anyway, and a great head coach in Bruce Arians. Mm-hmm. And look what happened 1 year later. So congrats, Tom. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. Enjoy your
You are
retirement.
the GOAT.
TB12.
And I know my Patriot friends are listening right now. Yes, I said it. He's the GOAT. Don't
He's the
bust
best.
my balls again. But Eli beat you twice. So that's all I got to say.
I'm a Giants fan here too, and I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. But let's be real here. Tom Brady, the Patriots should have won those 2 games.
No, I disagree.
They should have won those.
I
2
disagree.
Games. Yeah, it was a drop.
I'll give you the luck with Tyree, but the Giants.
Come on,
I
dude.
knew
You're
the
a Giants
Giants were
fan.
winning
Dude,
that
you're
game
a
in
Giants
2011.
fan. You're a Giants fan, right? You know it as much as me, right?
I knew
those
the
games
Giants were winning the second game.
Look, man.
The first game, if it wasn't for Tyree, no, that's an undefeated season right there. But I knew deep down the Giants were winning in 2011. I believe that from the very jump. And Eli played his ass off, and that was one of the best passes.
He could have caught that ball. If he caught that ball, that game was over. And it was. Yeah, you could say it was a bad throw by Brady, but it was a bad catch. But it was just it was catchable, and that game should have been over. When I just saw it, I was like, all right. But I was happy. I'm a Giants fan. I'm happy, but I'm also realistic in thinking that heroes, not all heroes wear capes. Some heroes wear the number 10.
Manning
Some heroes wear the number 10 on their jersey.
Eli Manning came to the rescue, and that's all that matters. So thank you, Eli. I know we talked about a lot of sports already. Usually we hit like 5 to 10 minutes.
But today
and
was
again,
good.
the moment of truth at the end. So don't worry, we'll get to that. We will get to that. But a lot of news broke, and I sent this to you on Friday.
Which one?
That there's a little shakeup happening in Disney.
Yes,
Minnie Mouse is trading her red polka dot dress for a navy blue Hillary Clinton suit outfit. What's going on? And why did that trigger you?
Is it a suit outfit? I thought it was pajamas.
No, it's a suit.
I thought it was pajamas.
It's a suit.
Really?
She has a pantsuit now.
I thought those aren't pajamas?
No, that's a pantsuit.
Is it?
So did the wind get gusky in Disney and Minnie's blouse just blew up and that just pissed off something? I'm like, all right,
oh, look at that. It is a suit.
Yeah.
Bro, I thought they're pajamas.
No. But anyway,
That's ugly.
That is very ugly.
Yeah, that's not good looking.
And listen, Minnie's been around for how long?
Yeah, she's got the cute little polka dot dress.
1928. So we're talking about 94 years. Why change it up now? And your reaction?
I think it's temporary.
But whatever it is, you got pissed off when I sent it to you, and you hyped it up. So explain why at that moment that irked you.
Well, I'll tell you why. Just being a kid growing up, I just think of Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, and that's what Minnie Mouse looks like. She's like, she's girly. She looks like. I'm just used to it, she looks fun. Here, she looks fun. If you look at Minnie Mouse wearing a dress and a bow, she looks like somebody that'll take care of you, some fun. Oh, the one on the right, where she looks like she's all dressed up as she looks like a dried up businesswoman.
Exactly.
And
I don't want to go to Disney if Minnie's gonna look like that.
Yeah, she looks like she looks like a dried up businesswoman. And that's probably why. But I think it was more than anything. I'm used to seeing Minnie Mouse feminine.
Yes.
She's feminine, she's cute, she's pretty. This looks like somebody that came out of a business meeting, but
I mean the polka dots too on top of that.
Now that I look at it, I really thought they were pajamas. But yeah, she's wearing it's a business suit, isn't it?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Minnie's been around again for 94 years. Why is it a problem all of a sudden?
I mean,
temporarily or not, why are we going down this
I believe the legal term is pantsuit. Pantsuit, gentlemen, pantsuit. It's called a pantsuit.
Okay, well,
this is Hillary Clinton.
Yes, this is the Hillary Clinton pantsuit
yes, it
right
is.
now.
Yeah, that's
Just had a couple polka dots.
Like, what girl? See, now, you know what's bad about and scary about this is like girls are gonna look at this and be like, well, maybe I want to be like Minnie Mouse. And I was like, but I would rather you be like that Minnie Mouse than that Minnie Mouse.
Maybe she's trying to do a Hillary Clinton. Instead of polka dots, it's Hillary's, loose skin and just lumps and just old body.
Does Minnie have cankles? And
Yeah,
is she
cankles.
is she hacking email accounts?
and a 9-inch shit stain in the back of her white.
Oh, man. Wow, dude. Well,
come on.
Well, here's one thing about her.
That wasn't swamp ass.
If she's like Hillary, then she's used to losing.
So is this why this pantsuit's temporary?
I don't know, man. Can you pull up why? What's her name? Stella. Who's under Stella?
Stella McCartney designed it. She's
Stella McCartney. Paul's daughter. Yeah. Is there a quote why? There must be a quote that she said why, because she accepted to do this.
Yeah, I thought this was.
I think it's some kind of anniversary or something, and I don't
94
think it's
years.
Let me look though. Let me look.
Number. I can see 100, but like, What would 2028 and 1920 or 1928? What would that have to do with a suit, like a pantsuit?
The odd thing about this is that this came, I believe, on the heels of the Eminem, the woke Eminem. I think the green girl Eminem is no longer wearing high heels. She's wearing sneakers because they don't want her sexy. So I think
It's a mouse.
It's a
mouse.
Dude, they're M&Ms. It's a piece of chocolate. That doesn't even.
I know. Even more.
I'm thinking this came. Oh, wait, here it is. Here it is. What does it say? Why is Minnie Mouse in a pantsuit? Minnie Mouse, famous for her red and white polka dot dress, will be sporting a blue pantsuit to celebrate Women's History Month and Disneyland Paris 30th anniversary. Is it just for Disneyland or is Disney World too? I don't know. Originally, the pantsuit helped women blend into male-dominated spaces, but the pantsuit has now become a symbol for women's empowerment.
Oh my God.
So, okay, and that's it. So it's for women's. So they didn't think Minnie Mouse was empowered. I guess they want to empower Minnie Mouse.
I mean,
I guess that's what they're doing.
there's so many there's so many things happening in the world right now, and we're worried about a mouse changing their outfit
and M&M's changing.
And M&M's over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait. So they're taking. Wait. I want to talk to you about the M&M's real quick.
Yeah.
So they're changing the outfit and the heels just because we think. I mean, I think chocolate's sexy. It's delicious. Chocolate's delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not putting oatmeal down my throat.
There it is.
M&M's.
There it is.
They look like the.
There she. Look at her. That's the M&M. See her. She's wearing sneakers. She's not wearing stilettos. She used to wear stilettos, I believe. Is there an older picture where she wears stilettos?
It looks like the broads that you'll find at Port Authority after a day of work.
Why?
You put your sneakers on and you walk around.
Oh, there it is.
In their dresses.
Okay, yeah. So she's no longer flesh colored.
Oh my
right?
God.
And she's not wearing sexy boots anymore. She's wearing sneakers.
That's ridiculous.
I don't understand the point of that because I don't know who. Here's the thing: I don't know who was sexualizing candy.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know who was.
I mean, maybe when you're drunk at 2:30 in the morning and you're hungry. I'm not fantasizing sexually about chocolate. I can tell you that.
Yeah. So
that green M&M looks delicious, and those boots. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to put that in my mouth. No one's thinking that.
That's where it comes off, the sexualizing candy. What I don't understand too is why is she not flesh colored anymore? Why is she white?
People are so bored in life. Oh my God.
We're
taking the boots away because it looks sexual.
Do they taste better?
I mean, we got to find out. Do we have any M&Ms, by the way? Can we get some M&Ms?
I'll get on that right away, gentlemen.
You get that, yes. Because I believe Mars M&M makes them, right?
I believe that's correct. Yes.
Okay, so we should get in contact with Mars CEO and be like, listen, I understand that she is less sexy and she's wearing sneakers, but does she taste better?
Listen,
I want to taste the green M&M. That sounded weird.
I've never been.
I want. Sounded really strange. I want to taste the M&Ms in general. Are they better?
I've never been sexually attracted to M&Ms, so I don't know why we're doing this.
Can we just bring back lime Skittles for God's sake? The green apple ones are awful.
Sour Skittles.
Sour Skittles are still out there.
Sour Skittles.
I haven't seen those in ages.
They're out there.
Really?
The truth
Can
is,
you find some for me?
I
Honest
will.
to God, because
I'll get right on that.
every Wawa,
gentlemen.
yeah, please. I mean, like he's our guy right now, or butcher.
All right, here's it. Get rid of the lemon Skittles.
No one
eats
get some
those.
steaks down the road. On top
No
of that,
one eats the lemon Skittles.
Well, while we're doing that,
look
can
good,
we get rid of the yellow Starburst too? Because those suck ass too. So.
Let's
you
get rid of
kidding me?
they do suck.
Whoa,
Yeah, the yellow
Yeah,
ones
just
suck.
make them all red. Can we just make them all red for God's sake?
Whoa,
Thank you.
time out.
Orange is good too. I like the orange.
Wait, time out.
Yes.
You guys don't like the lemon Starbucks?
No, I do not.
What's wrong with you guys? It's lemon.
Oh, man, you get the
sour lemon.
You can't don't like the lemon Skittles either.
bro,
Starbursts, they're hard to chew. I get that. But
Bro.
dude,
you get
I'll take yellow any day of the week.
You get that fun pack during Halloween or when I'm stealing my kids' candy and they all come up yellow? No.
Really?
No.
Oh.
No, that
I gotta
pisses
go
me
to
off.
Halloween at your house then.
You're welcome.
Leftover, November 1st, I'm there.
Yeah, the yellow M&Ms, the yellow Skittles, the yellow Starburst. Gross. Can't have it.
I really just want to.
But then again, I don't like lemon heads. You know lemon heads? They're called lemon heads candy. You ever see those things?
Do you like lemon drops?
I did. I was a big fan of Lemonheads. Do you remember the cherry version? And do you remember what they were called back in the day?
Red Hots.
There was a cherry version. It was called Cherry Clan, and it had
Cherry
this
Clan.
real racist like chinky.
No!
I'll find
That's
a
the
picture.
second week in a row that name has
I'll
come
find a
up.
picture.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, and I'm Chinese, so I can say that. But Yeah, they had the pointy hats and the pagodas.
Do they make it anymore?
No.
Oh.
They're called cherry something else. Let me look it up.
How great to have that.
Wow.
How great to be to have that.
I can't believe I'm not going to say that word, but that word has come up twice in a row on our show. You said it last week. Ming brings it up today.
Hey, man.
What's going on?
So here we go. Oh, here it is. There it is. Wait, hold on.
Cherry I never heard of this before.
Really?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, that just means I'm old.
Holy shit, look at
That's
that.
older.
That just means I'm old, but yeah, that's what they look
Never-
like. back in
That
the
is
day.
crazy.
Yeah. These are popular when I was going to school in the 80s. You know, we go to
So
the,
when were they discontinued?
Oh, I'm sure probably well into the 2000s, I imagine.
Oh, really?
Ming, this was the same time Razzles were big, right? Like, remember Razzles?
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, holy cow. I've never seen that. The Cherry Clan
Yeah,
candy.
yeah, I ate these all the time, but I didn't care what I didn't
I didn't even know what.
They're
Wait, what are
Razzles.
Razzles, by the way? I never heard of Razzles.
You never heard of Razzles?
No, I never heard of Razzles.
Ming, you know what Razzles are?
That's why I'm asking.
yeah,
serious
they
questions.
talk about him in that movie 13 going on 30.
They're
but,
oh, they do.
No, I
Oh
never
my
saw-
god,
I
they
never
do.
saw
They do.
that movie.
Okay, so it's
Ming, you've known me long enough. You know I don't watch movies.
they're candy, but the problem is you could chew on them, but it turns into gum.
Oh, I've seen these before.
Yeah.
The Razzles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They've been gone for a while, though.
No, they're still here. You can still buy them.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
haven't
they're
seen them.
still around. Where are you buying your candy, bro?
I know,
You
bro.
can't find
The Quick Check
sour
and Alpen,
Skittles.
I don't know.
Go to a Wawa. You ever heard of a Wawa?
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
to a Wawa.
okay.
I'm at Wawa like 4 days a week.
Yeah, screw Quick Check.
Dude,
Wawa.
next-
But I'm
Like-
not a big candy guy. I'm more of a potato chip guy. Like,
You can
I'm
do
a salt
both.
guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have to
Can't
choose
be
one
both.
of them.
But candy was really never like my.
Jeez, this guy
It
sounds
was
like
never
he's.
my thing.
This guy's never been on a road trip or something.
I know,
man.
seriously,
Like,
what's wrong with
jeez,
you, bro?
man. Or high, for that matter.
Hi.
Yeah, well, this guy.
I got a mom and grandma on Facebook, so. No, but I'm never I was never really a big candy guy. Don't get me wrong. I love my Sour Patch. I love my. I do like M&Ms. I love Kit Kats, by the way. But other than that, like I don't care to try. And Mike's and Ike's too. Mike's and Ike's.
I remember
Those
Mike
are like
and
my top four.
The original Mech and X aren't that good.
But like
the,
Reese's,
the
I
new
can
ones aren't.
survive without. Snickers, I can definitely survive without.
Dude, that's fucking
Three
crazy.
Musketeers tastes like ass, in my opinion. It's not my thing.
You know what? Next week I'm gonna buy all this candy. You can eat it on air, fucker.
I will. And then I get to eat my steak, right?
Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay,
Cherry Clan.
I got to bring this back for the M&M thing. Look at this. So they said another change. Instead of having peach-colored limbs, you know, the flesh color, they now have a more neutral and less skin tone translucent limb that reflects their individual shell colors. We're sure this will bring a swift end to racism worldwide.
Oh my god. Unbelievable. People are so bored in life. We in America, we in this world just need to find a hobby. Why are we worried about freaking M&Ms and how attractive they are?
that's great.
Do they really think men are beating off to chocolates right now?
that's-
Do they really think that?
that's great
because of their
stuff.
white boots.
That's great
Give
stuff.
me a break.
Oh, I don't care
That's
who
never
you are.
crossed my mind till 2 minutes ago. And tell you what, I have no desire to do that.
I don't care who you are. That's good stuff. All right, you know what?
It's funny.
It's funny.
Wait,
Eminem.
Eminem with mental health. What's Jesus?
Finally, Eminem with mental health problems.
Oh my god!
You know what the weird thing is, Ming? I don't know if you know this. I believe the CEO of Eminem Mars is an Asian woman.
Is that so?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I believe
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I think she's an Asian woman, the CEO or someone up there in the Mars thing. Because I think I saw
Really?
her talk, and then I wanted to like fucking throw a bottle at her head, but
Why would you want to do that?
just because she could have been white, black, yellow.
What is
it
this,
doesn't make a
Grand Theft
difference.
Auto?
But
Why?
like just how she was speaking, I was like, really, lady?
okay.
Like Asians are supposed to be smart.
Could she bring back Cherry Clan? Because I would really appreciate it. 'Cause those are fucking good, man.
It-
So was it
Bring
like a
back Cherry
sour
Clan.
candy? Or
Yeah, it's like lemon
They were
heads,
like lemon
but
heads.
cherry
a
flavor.
cherry Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, they're
I'm sure
really
we can
good.
find them on eBay somewhere.
I'm gonna have to get those.
They'll be 20 years old, but I'll still.
Expired? I mean, I've had expired. I've had
I'm going Amazon
I've had
to
your
find
red
that.
drops in Edentown. They were expired. They still tasted good. They were stale, but who cares? They were
Yeah.
delicious.
No, we're gonna have to try that. We're gonna have to try to. No, it's Grant F. Reed. Okay, but there's I know there's an Asian woman in Eminem somewhere.
That
Asian-
dude doesn't look like Asian to me.
No. I'm telling you, she is. I saw her and
Is
I
it
was like,
Jing Wei?
I can't. That must be her. Is that her? That must be her. Global expansion strategy M&Ms. There was some Asian that was talking about it, and like she was talking like all smart, like this is really gonna unite the world if we make a if we include everybody and make everybody comfortable eating M&Ms.
Oh my god!
Stupid.
Can they make the sugar-free M&Ms? I'm
dumb.
That should be a thing that should be made and thought of first. Sugar-free M&Ms compared to I don't like how my M&Ms look with their boots on, so I'm gonna put white dad lawn mowing sneakers from the 90s to just make them unattractive.
That's the idea, dude. That's the idea. And making
But is anyone really checking out the green M&M with high boots on?
I know I was before.
That ain't a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
Look, man, you got to jerk off to
It's
something. I might as well be
chocolate.
fucking sweet candy.
I mean, I don't know what you're. I mean, I hang out with you a couple hours out of the week. I don't know what you do the other hours. That's up to you.
You guys see some of these tweets. Some of these tweets, right, just to make fun. In an effort to make them more relatable and inclusive, the Mars Candy Corporation has confirmed that M&M's crunchy shell is now their skin, and that when you bite into them, they feel immense pain. Some of these fucking tweets. That's a retard. That's just ridiculous. Just stop. Just stop this stupidness. you got to end it. Just it's foolish. Like candy, Minnie Mouse.
Global commitment. Quote. Global commitment for M&Ms.
You know what?
You're supposed to eat them. Takes 2 seconds. Nibble on them 3-4 chews, and then you're done.
Exactly.
People are
enjoy.
losing.
Listen to my boy K-Wall. That's how you eat your candy. You enjoy it.
The people that run this company, where are M&M's from? The M&M world? I heard
Mars. Mars M&M.
The people that are working for M&M Mars, you guys are losers. You guys have too much. You guys make all the money in the world with M&Ms, peanut M&Ms, pretzel M&Ms, and you're worried about this. With all that money, you could be on a vacation in Cabo right now.
Yeah.
You could be touring the world. You can take off days and just enjoy life in your living room watching TV, watching the Brian Flores shit show happen. Enjoy Tom Brady on the NFL Network. And you're worried because the green M&M dressed in high heels looks like a hooker in your opinion. And we're fantasizing about it. You're a loser.
Yep.
You're a loser.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
You know what? I may boycott M&Ms now. I may boycott M&Ms.
They have a lot. They own Mars. They own like all different types of.
Don't tell
chocolate
me
bars.
Kit Kat and Twix are involved with.
I don't know.
I hope
they might
not.
be. They might be Hershey. I don't know. Like the M&M Mars world is it's pretty wide.
That's the most ridiculous story and listen, we talked about a lot of stories that we're not going to hit the rest of the way, but this is hands down a story that I miss. I'm glad we found, and
it's actually not as crazy. It's about as crazy as Minnie Mouse, bro.
No, this is actually worse than Minnie Mouse. Yeah. I'd rather see Minnie Mouse change into a pantsuit than the M&Ms changing heels. Listen, one's a mouse that's been historic for 93 years. One's a candy. No one fantasizes about a candy. I mean, I can see sick individuals. They can fantasize about a mouse. Minnie's cute, I guess. I don't know. But a candy. That's mental institution.
There are people
talk
out
right there.
There it is, my man. There's people out there. That's why we have this podcast. There's people out there that need to complain about anything. And when you reach down to something as foolish,
but with
as
all
candy,
that money at Mars, it's M&M's.
Bro, they need to complain about something, anything. Because if you don't complain about something, you're not relevant.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you right now. They make all that money, ship their money away. Try different flavors.
No, you're not gonna do that. You know.
You got the peanuts. You got the peanut butter. You got the pretzel. Figure something else.
You're not gonna
do Butterfinger M&Ms. I don't know.
This is all coming from the top, man. Like I know but there's like the CEO, like whoever runs M&M Mars feels this way because it has to go through them. I mean, the buck stops with them, right? And they gotta say yes or no.
How was this a thought? If this was a problem now, why was it not a problem 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago? When all the sick hippies in the 70s, M&M, high boots. Why is it now? We're really that bored in life?
It's a great question how this really like spun totally out of control. This
is a whole new low in my opinion.
It spun. Society is spinning totally out of control when you're complaining about stuff like this. And I'm gonna believe, and I don't know if you guys are with me on this, but I'm gonna believe that a small portion of people are getting offended by this weird stuff, or we got to get included and all that stuff. But they, for some reason, have the loudest voice, and that's why people are listening. Most people are like us. We're like, this is absurd. This is foolish. Yep. No one cares. The woke cancel culture. Nobody. It's garbage. But there's like 10 to 15% of the people out there that are just nuts, They have the loudest voice for some reason, and they're creating waves. But I believe most people are like us. Or like, you're talking nonsense. You're foolish. It's idiocy. We just have enough guts to talk about it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't because they're afraid. And I truly feel that.
Well, the thing is, I think
there's a shift coming. I think there's a shift coming where people are just this is just stupid. I don't want, I'm done with this nonsense, and that's it. And I feel.
I mean, I do agree. There's a shift coming, just because look at how this world is being treated right now, and as the current president of the United States, as we had one Supreme Court justice step down and retire.
Yes.
And the current president says he's not going to hire it doesn't matter about your experience, your resume. It depends about what gender you are and what color you look. Now, me as an American,
that's a black woman, right? She wants a black woman.
Yeah. Now, me as an American, I want what's best for this country. If the person who I voted for is not in, I still want that person to succeed.
Yeah.
But I want the most qualified people running the show for at least 4 years and maybe even 8 years. Mm-hmm. Why are the highest rule of the land? It's higher than the president. This is a life-term position until you either die or step down. I need the most qualified person to do what's best for my country.
Mm-hmm.
And say what you want about, but why does it have to be that person? If it's based on what they look like, not what they're qualified. To me, it's kind of reverse racism in a way. It really is.
It is, and the weird thing is, regardless if it's a black woman or whatever, it's still a Democrat that he's putting in there, right? So,
but I want the most qualified person.
No, but
I don't care what they look like.
It's weird. Like the sand remains dry. It's like he's not mixing anything here. He's gonna get somebody that opposes him. And it's really weird. He's gonna get somebody that's gonna oppose all his policies. And you're getting this African American woman. Did he explain why it's just going to be?
He made this a promise on the.
It worked out so well with Kamala Harris.
When he was I know, right? Well, when he was going for the nomination in 2019, 2020, he made that a campaign promise, and now
he also made a campaign promise to unite all of us.
Yeah, and look where that's going. Inflation's up the roof. Gas is higher. Taxes are higher. People leaving left and right.
Once again,
no more mean tweets, though. By the way,
yeah, no more mean.
Yeah, way to go, Brandon.
Gas
went up 10 cents, by the way, in the last 5 days.
Yeah, I saw that. What did they say? Why that is?
Just the inflation rules.
They to his fairness, though, it's obvious he's losing it. It's pretty obvious.
If it was up to me,
hold on. Yeah. It's obvious the guy's losing it. It's obvious he's not the one in charge. There's somebody else. There's somebody else pulling the strings.
I know who it is.
I'm just saying. But so to his fairness, I don't know if he knows what he's doing. I'll be honest. I don't think he knows what he's doing. I think there's somebody else pulling the strings, telling him to do what he needs to do, and then because even when he asks questions and stuff, and takes questions, he gets angry for no reason. He flips out no reason. He doesn't know what he's saying. So here's the thing: Joe Biden obviously and the fact that $31 million he got from China when they found that out, that's really tough as well too. Yeah. So with the guy. You want to be nice to all people, right? And
I feel bad for the guy.
He seems like just a senile old man that somebody else is using. So this is why when I see Joe Biden speak or I see the guy up there, there's not real hatred because I'm like it's very obvious he's not there.
No,
it's grossly obvious he's not there.
Now, if it was up to you,
and you feel bad. I'm sorry, I feel bad for him, and you want him to do well because I got a feeling he's a moderate Democrat, and he got pushed left. He was, but I got a feeling if he had all his marbles, and he's like, this wouldn't be a thing. He'd be like, you know what, I could fix this, but I just don't think he has it, and that's all.
If I was running, if I was like the AG or if I was in the or whatever, if I was in charge and I saw this happening, now let me ask you, if you were like the head of that,
or what?
Should Jill Biden
head of what? Head of the administration?
No, not the head of administration, but if I was in charge of everything, Jill Biden would be charged with elder abuse because this is sad. This is disgusting. What they're doing to a person that's obviously not there. I mean, look at them from 10 years ago and look at them now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a sad thing.
if you really love your husband, you would have never put him through this. And we saw signs of decline going back to 2019 with the hairy legs and corn pop or whatever it was. Yeah, corn pop. That's what it was.
It was a couple things, dude.
And then they just, I don't get how he got 81 million votes. Again, we don't make this a political show, but
No.
at the same, yeah, I know, but at the same time, you can see the mental decline of the current president.
I've never seen,
and that scares the hell out of me.
I don't think anyone's
American.
I don't think anyone's ever seen a president get 81 million votes and have his
They call him Brandon now.
no, but 81 million votes and his popularity poll is like what? 30-something% or something.
Even lower than that.
It's pretty bad. 81 million
Well, no,
votes.
I'm sorry, that's for the vice president. That's for Harris.
it
It was
was for
like
Harris.
27% or 28%.
And it's really bad for Joe Biden. What's it called? His His not acceptance rate. His approval rate. His approval rating.
Yeah.
And 81 million people. So they're saying something is not going right in that administration.
Well, listen, I think also at the same time, that doesn't have all to do with the administration. I think this country is so divided right now, both Democratic and Republican. So, I mean, you could put Jesus Christ in as the current president and half the country will hate him. That's just how it is at the moment, unfortunately.
I would agree, but even if he had Jesus Christ in there, I think he would know to secure our borders. He would know how to get everybody out of Afghanistan.
Speaking of, did you see Trump speak over the weekend?
I didn't. I heard he did something. Yeah. Why was he saying these something stupid?
You know, if it was up to me, if I was in charge, the wall would be done in 3 weeks once my second administration hit, and then put it away.
Yeah. I saw he talked.
I saw clips, but I didn't watch it. But he did hold a rally in Texas, and he said he would consider pardons for the January 6th defendants if he was elected again in 2024.
Right.
And it just amazes me with so much that's happening right now. That's still the main talk. Where I don't think the average American is not even thinking about it anymore.
Well, January 6th?
Yeah.
That's all they really got. See, that's all CNN.
Yeah,
that's all CNN needs to hold on to. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's all they got.
It's like we kind of moved on in a way.
Well, no, we did, but CNN can't because
well, that's their propaganda right now.
Yeah, they have no choice. They need something to talk about.
Yeah.
That's it. Because their guys are just terrible. Like,
how'd you like the meme, by the way, that I sent you?
Which one? That was great. Yeah, I love that.
Joe Rogan starter pack.
Yeah, that's fucking great, man. Having all the CNN.
How do you feel about the Spotify thing with Rogan? He pushed back. He said his own words. He had a 2-minute speech today, or not today, but it came out over.
Yeah, on Instagram. It was on Instagram. Yeah,
over the weekend.
I thought it was okay. I mean, you know what? What was great about it, I thought, was he didn't say that I'm right or you were wrong. He said, all right, if you feel this way, then what I'll do is I'll do more research and I'll talk about it, and I just want to hear two different opinions. I want to hear your side, but I want to hear my side. I want to hear all different sides, and that way somebody can make an educated decision on themselves of what to believe. Now the problem is with it is you have people that are saying, well, I don't believe what you feel. You're spreading misinformation. He doesn't feel that he is. He was like, I just talk to people that have different views of coronavirus, of Omicron and stuff. But these guys are like, well, no, I don't believe that. I think I think you're spreading misinformation. And because of that, I want to pull my stuff.
Well,
that makes Joe Rogan just a cool, that makes him look like just a cooler head. Because if you're going to pull your stuff from something like Spotify, because you don't think, because they're not fitting your narrative, it just makes you look petty. It just makes you look petty, and that's a shame.
Now you're seeing like all these different, only a couple so far, but I'm sure the number is going to increase. That they're going to be pulling their music out of Spotify over the Joe Rogan controversy right now.
They're pulling it. They what do you mean?
No, it's going to continue. Like the number of singers are going to increase down the road.
Sure. It was Joni Mitchell. Joni Mitchell was a couple days ago. It was so Joni Mitchell pulled out. What's his name pulled out?
Now, do you think if they didn't give Joe Rogan all that money, that they would be censoring him a little more?
No,
just because you think people are just losing their minds over.
I think so. It's like you got Neil. Because once again what I said earlier.
Neil Young was always a full blown
dude. Like leftist. I said, like what I said 20 minutes ago. I think people are realizing, even businesses are realizing, look, this is getting a little bit crazy. You want to pull your music,
right?
Because somebody doesn't agree with you.
Yep. I agree.
Like if you're a CEO and stuff, you're like,
well, that's your problem.
Yeah.
That's your problem. If you want to lose viewership, if you want to lose money coming out of your way, just because you disagree
Then pull
with a comedian podcast,
yeah, then pull it out.
See ya.
Yeah, then pull it out.
See ya.
Exactly. So I think that's it. It's. Come on, man. It's like I don't.
Come on, man.
Like I said, even my friend Derek, him and I don't agree. He's a lot more liberal than me, a lot more liberal. And him and I will like talk and stuff, but him and I aren't gonna not be friends.
No,
Because he was like, all right, Ed. He's like, obviously, you have your view. We're not gonna agree, but we still have a beer together. We don't thrust fucking our information and be like, we're right. If you're not right, I'm not your friend. No, it's like, okay, that's what you believe. I don't. That's what you believe. I don't.
Now, let me
And
ask-
we remain friends. That's it.
Now, you know my favorite music. And, someone that comes
Yeah.
from New Jersey, like Bon Jovi, Bruce Springsteen. I love 80s rock.
Well, Springsteen's far left now.
He is far left now.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't surprise me if we hear his name come up in the
They're saying it's coming. Yeah, they're saying it's coming.
It's not if it's one. I agree with that. Now, who's your favorite singer? Because I know you like Bon Jovi.
Wow.
We met Tico together.
Yeah.
Out to dinner, and
It's a great question.
it showed like how, I didn't even realize you were a drummer at the time and how much respect you had for Tico Torres.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I don't really know like your favorite genre, like type of music.
I like
Obviously,
rock-
you got a taste in rock.
Yeah, I'm a huge Van Halen fan.
Okay,
I'm a huge Van Halen fan.
so let's say if Eddie
wait. Van Hagar or Van Halen?
Van Halen.
Okay. Here we go. Right. I love Diamond Dave. I do. Right. I'm a bigger Sam Hagar fan, and let me explain why. Okay.
The Defenders.
No.
I'm
Because-
asking you a
because
basic question.
everybody comes after me because '84. I love Diamond Dave.
Sure.
But if you listen to all their music, 5150 I thought was one of the most brilliant. 51, even OU812 too. There was just the most brilliant music that came out. So, and that was Sammy Hagar. And Sammy Hagar, and a lot of people aren't even aware of this. Van Halen, before Diamond Dave, I don't know if anyone knows this, but even Eddie, well, God rest in peace, they said Sammy was our first choice, the Red Rocker, but Sammy had his own thing. I Can't Drive 55, he had his own thing. So then they got Diamond Dave. Now, so in essence, Hagar was actually their first choice. So when Diamond Dave left to do California Girls and Sammy got fit back in, notice did anyone stop coming? No, because I think real Van Halen fans were like, well, you know what? That was their original.
Okay, but let's say
when they got Gary Sharon, that's where it fell apart. When you got the lead singer to friggin' Extreme, that's where it really fucking that's just bad.
Okay, well, let's say if Sammy took a stand. If Eddie Van Halen was still alive today and he took a stand, he's like, get my music off Spotify, fuck this Rogan guy. I don't want anything associated. I don't want my music on the same app that Joe Rogan's getting paid $100 million. Would that change your opinion on the artist and the band?
I would be disappointed. Would
you still be listening to their music?
Yes.
On YouTube or...
Oh, yes. I wouldn't stop listening
Or
to
would
them.
you get the iPod Touch back out from 2009?
I wouldn't stop listening to them. Just like I don't think Neil Young fans are going to stop listening to Neil Young.
I saw one
You're
tweet.
gonna listen to Neil Young no
I
matter
saw
what.
one
You're just not going to hear him on Spotify.
I saw one tweet, and it was about this guy. I forgot the second artist's name. It was the old chick. What was her name? I forgot her name. The old chick. I don't know. She's
Who?
like 75 years old. She was the one that pulled out the music on top of that.
Joni Mitchell.
Joni Mitchell.
Joni
yes.
Mitchell. We just talked about her. Yeah.
So Joni Mitchell. So this kid's father was a big Joni Mitchell and Neil Young fan, and he tweeted,
Oh no.
once my dad finds out that Joni Mitchell and Neil Young are pulling their music out of Spotify, he's gonna lose it. I guess he's going through cancer right now. He's sick, and the only thing he really has right now during chemotherapy is Spotify, and he has those two artists. So that's like me with Bon Jovi and
Oh,
Bruce
shit.
Springsteen. Listen to Spotify,
But you can listen to his music
Right. Well, again, but when you're 60 years old, 7 years old, and you got cancer and you're in chemo, you don't know the apps, you don't know YouTube, you don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sure
that's
you
true.
may. But
No, I get it, I
5
get it.
minutes later, he quote tweets a screenshot text message from his father. Goes, "Who the fuck is Joe Rogan?"
Oh jeez.
I'll show you the tweet after.
Yeah.
But like, I admit, like, I mean, I feel bad that someone's sick and they have to do what they got to do to get better with hours of chemo.
Yeah.
But like, just how it was
Terrible.
brought up, or like, once he tweeted, "My dad's gonna lose his mind," and then 5 minutes literally 5 minutes later,
Yeah.
who the fuck is Joe Rogan?
Well, that's funny because he's in a different genre, and I understand
Yeah.
that. But look, man, you ask anybody, you ask Ming, you ask anybody. I don't think anybody is siding with Joni Mitchell or Neil Young. I don't think
No.
I haven't met one person.
And Spotify is way too big. I don't think they would care. Even if Bruce Springsteen left, I don't think they would care.
No, Spotify actually said they're like, it sucks that you feel that way, but we're not gonna just get rid of Joe Rogan. It's like, because once again, I'm gonna say it again, you can't just pull somebody because they don't agree with you. You don't do that. It's just stupid.
And you just said Bruce is. It's not if, it's when. At least I believe it wouldn't shock me by the end of the month. So we're on February 1st right now. We got 27 more days. It would not shock me if Bruce pulled his music.
Yeah,
with Spotify.
Ted Nugent. You see, Ted Nugent said a quote.
He's one of those guys.
Did you see Ted Nugent? He said a quote about Bruce Springsteen saying like he's a communist. I was like, damn. I was like, shots fired.
I mean, I love Bruce, but
but it was, look at this. Ted called out Bruce Springsteen supporting. Look at this, supporting communists. Like shots fired on that. Like I was like, damn.
I love the guy, but I don't disagree. To be honest, I don't disagree.
Yeah, Bruce has gone the way of like Howard Stern, like you know what I'm saying, like.
And Bon Jovi's also leftist in but I don't think he would never go down this route.
Bon Jovi, he
would never go down.
No, he's left, but he's not crazy left. I think he's more moderate. I do. Like he's more moderate left.
He's crying over Tom Brady. And by the way, Bon Jovi gave Tom Brady a Instagram post, and he says that Tom Brady made him a better singer, songwriter, performer. What does an NFL quarterback have to do with singing? In my opinion, I get the hard work. And Tom Brady put the hours in.
The drive, that's probably thinking.
But I was kind of curious.
How
does a quarterback for 20 years, a different business, different career field, make you a better singer?
I just got to feel that it's
just the work ethic.
The work ethic, yeah. Is this how you're bringing back football, asshole? I see what you're doing there, asshole.
I was getting there.
Dick, you're such
I know we only have a couple minutes left, but the moment of truth, and we're going to go back.
Yeah.
If you are joining us now as we start off the show, and as if you know, last week we teased it a lot on social media.
You don't have the soundbite, do you? Good.
I don't have the soundbite.
Good. Let's not have the soundbite.
I wish. I mean, I know Nick can find it in 2 seconds.
No,
he's a great producer.
we don't need that soundbite. No, that's not necessary.
But long story short,
last week's soundbite is not necessary.
We had a bet on the air last week. Yeah. We had a bet on the air last week that Ed was so confident in the Kansas City Chiefs that they were going to go to the Super Bowl. I see the confidence. I see the momentum that the Cincinnati Bengals had. They beat Vegas at home. They beat Buffalo. I'm sorry, they don't beat Buffalo. They beat, oh my God, I'm drawing a blank right now.
Kansas City?
No, in the divisional round.
Oh, no, they beat Tennessee.
Yeah, they beat Tennessee. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah.
And then Ed's feeling confident. The Bengals are the underdog, obviously. Young Burrow, Zach Taylor, not the head coach. And I just knew something about this team. I just stuck my hand up, $25. Let's do it. And I talked him into it. And then he even parlayed a steak sandwich and then even upgraded to a steak dinner because he's feeling that freaking confident.
I hope you're right. I don't.
Oh, look at that.
But I hope you're right. I think all of America wants to see Cincinnati Bengals.
Are you feeling good? Are you feeling good right now?
What? What are you going to talk about?
I don't know. Sunday. You feel confident that the Bengals will not win?
Not win. Yes, I will. You want to make a bet?
$25 right here.
Just hearing it makes me cringe.
I got the Bengals. You got the Chiefs.
With straight bet?
Yes.
Seriously? $25.
Yes. You shook on that way. So easy. So easy.
The big thing here is
terrible.
You got to pay on air. So
I'll pay on air. Oh, no. You got to pay on air. Which he's going to do. How do you think I'm going to get the $25 from you?
Dude, you can't be foolish here.
So, see, the fact that I said you don't be foolish this is where it really goes downhill. This is where it really goes downhill. And me saying that, you're going to lose. Like, this.
Just make the bet. It's so foolish of you. It's so foolish.
I'll even throw a steak sandwich in there. We'll parlay that.
Okay, all right.
Here it is, guys. I'm not shaking on that, though.
No. Here it is.
There's no in your luck. The sandwich will already be eaten.
$25 and a steak sandwich. All right, and a steak dinner.
No.
Come on. Dude, let's make it.
Let's make it radio. Come on.
We're gonna make it bigger. You gotta make it bigger.
That's what she said.
Nah, come on. What do you think?
That was a good moment to put that out there.
Of course.
It's a beautiful bet. It's tremendous.
$25. So
$25 and a steak dinner. Come on, stand behind your team.
There
it is.
You were that confident.
I love this guy standing behind his team. You know what?
That was okay. This is where
you were that confident. I said steak sandwich, and you upgraded it to a steak
you know what?
dinner.
I'm a man of my word.
Okay.
I'm a man of my word. So here's hold on a minute. You know what I'm gonna do here, dude? All right, so here's my $25, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna crinkle it up and throw it at you like the fucking whore that you are.
The hoarder.
25. Where do you get a steak for $25?
No, it was this and a steak dinner.
Oh, and a steak dinner.
I caught it.
Yeah,
And there's your
CJ calling us. Where's the steak dinner? Char or is it chili?
You know, it's gonna be Applebee's. Dick.
Yeah,
Applebee's,
no, you
okay.
said Applebee's.
I said Applebee's.
You said Applebee's.
You know what? No, when we even talked, I was
Butcher
like,
Block.
none of us said
The
we were going to.
Butcher Block.
No, you know what? We were just kidding around about that. We were like, we'll get a steak dinner anywhere. And you're like, you know what? I work in radio. I don't make that much. And I was
Because
like,
you know what?
okay.
Because you know what?
Oh, now all of a sudden we're going to Butcher Block, dick. You dick. It was a good bet.
You're a man of your word.
Yeah,
You're a man of your word.
It was a good bet. And it was fun. And you know what? I said it to you before. And I did say this. You got to back me up. I was like, I would be okay in buying us dinner, and I'd be okay with the $25 because now I was rooting for Cincy, was I not? Like
You were. And I got
was-
text messages to prove that.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And I just thought Kansas City was going to win, but I was when Cincy won, I wasn't upset. I was like, it makes for great radio, I guess, outside of that. But we have something to look for. I think Burrow is a stud. I called even when I went to LSU last year, even though they only won 4 games. I don't even know what it was before he got
Yeah, they were
injured.
4-11-1. Yeah.
And he got injured, but he showed you signs of greatness. I think I called. You ask any of my friends, I was like, this kid is something special. I didn't think they were going to go to the Super Bowl this year. I really didn't, but I'm glad that they did. The kid has the it factor. When you see him with a cigar in his mouth, they follow him. They know he's a winner. They know he's exactly what you want in a quarterback. And it's really upsetting. It's really upsetting that the Giants don't have anyone like that, because you have a guy like that, they will follow. They will follow the success.
Well, we got new blood now running the organization.
We do, but I mean, I'm just a quarterback on the field.
No, but do you love Joe Burrow that much that
I think he's great.
Would you get his jersey or would you get his shirt?
Would I get his? Well, I'm not a Cincy fan, so
Neither am I, but I gotta tell you, I got a huge man crush on Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
And
no.
the player.
No. I get what you're saying. Okay, I mean, I'm a Giants fan, so you know what I'm saying.
No,
It's like
so
I
am
would,
I, though.
yeah. But would I get a shirt? I mean, if I was at a game and just to show my support, because I do love that kid. This kid has got a lot of talent, man.
I know.
But I
And
would
he
support
saved
him.
Zach Taylor's job on top of that.
And he,
It would be on
boy,
foot.
yeah, 100%, 100%.
And that's going to be so much fun. And again, we're going to preview that next Tuesday.
Yeah.
But Sean McVay's 36, Zach Taylor's 38. This is going to be the youngest head coaching matchup in Super Bowl history.
Yep.
And then Matt Stafford. I mean, there's so much.
And I feel bad because
This is going to be a good Super Bowl, regardless. And it doesn't matter who you vote for or who you root for, but there's just so many good guys that are out there. Burrow, Matthew Stafford. We know how much he went through in Detroit, and then 1 year later to the date, he takes the Rams to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Although Beckham turned his career around, and I know there was a lot of issues in New York, and then with the contract, and you bring him to Cleveland.
Yeah.
He's pulled a 180, like he's where he's supposed to be. Cooper Kupp, Von Miller. There's just
that
so
Cooper
many
Kupp
great
thing. That wow, when he
Yeah.
got open on that,
There's so many great people
oh
to root for.
my gosh, that
Now,
was.
I'm not going to tell you who I'm going to root for. I mean, that's kind of obvious who.
I'm rooting for Cincy. I'll tell you flat out. I'm rooting for Cincy.
Oh, yeah.
I would like.
I think we are too. So no bet.
Yeah, I mean, no.
But I don't want to root for Eli Apple.
Well,
I don't want to root for that son of a bitch. I can't-
he moves to another
Thank
team
God he
and
dropped that ball.
yeah.
I would have ate the $25 if the
No, you wouldn't. No, would you have? Yeah, maybe you
if
would.
the
I don't
Chiefs
know.
drove and- if the Chiefs drove down the field and won that game.
Yeah.
And the only way that the Bengals would win was if Eli Apple caught that ball and ran it for the touchdown.
Yeah.
I dislike that guy that much, and I
Yeah.
dislike his mother.
You hear that? You hear that a lot
Andy
about that
Apple.
guy.
They are not Mr. New York.
I'm happy this is the way it's going, only because you got two teams that no one expected to go to the Super Bowl, so it's going to be fun to watch. And you know what?
We'll preview it on Tuesday.
I owe you that dinner, and I'm thank you to the listeners, thanks to the people that be watching on Facebook that like that bet. We got a lot of rhythm off that bet, so we got to do the bets again. So it was a lot of fun.
to me.
It was a good time. Ming, we were talking about, and it's weird because I had a lot of my friends that were watching and saying, you know what, you guys talk sports pretty good. You know, so normally it's a woke thing, obviously, but he's like, you guys do a lot of, you make a good sports duo. Yeah. So when we do the steak dinner, we were like, we should get Ming to like podcast us while we eat and just talk sports over how
we
much
could
suck.
broadcast that. Yeah, that would be fun.
broadcast that?
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Yeah, like John Madden eating the six-legged
So
turkey.
we'll pick
Yeah,
a,
exactly.
So we'll pick a date.
Yeah, I'll pick an Applebee's.
Yeah, we don't have to. We're not picking an apple. Come on.
Hey, we had nothing saying where we weren't going to have this steak dinner, did we?
Get
But
there,
I like you enough. I wouldn't take you to Applebee's if you want to bet.
I think
Sure,
if you get
Paul.
there between 10 p.m. and midnight, it's half price. So
There-
Oh,
do that. But Ming will
don't
come
give him
along.
ideas now.
Yeah, Ming will come
Yeah,
along.
we'll stream it.
and we'll
Yeah.
take care of
So
that.
we'll set up.
Yeah.
Can we do it next? Or it doesn't have to be Tuesday night, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But it was a fun bet, and thanks everyone for actually chiming in for that one, writing in and stuff like that. It was a good, and we're gonna have more bets, but that'll be fun.
Oh, of course. I think we got March Madness coming up.
I think a lot of fun will be is who will have more wins this year, the Giants or the Yankees or the Mets. It'll be like a futures bet. That'll be fun.
Absolutely.
You know
We're not going anywhere.
What?
Well, if there's a season,
fun.
You know,
If there's a season, yeah, or maybe Baltimore for Ming. We'll see.
You know, that left field.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
That left field upgrade, pushing it back. You know,
Ming,
there may be more unders in Camden Yards.
Ming will be watching the Mets, man. Ming will be watching the Mets for my manager, right? For good old Bucky, right?
Yeah, that's right. Bucky Showalter, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Man.
I'm so looking forward to if there's a season. Like I said,
the one
we'll
that
see.
got away from the Yankees.
And so this was a great one, man. Congratulations on the bet again, brother. It was a lot of fun, and like I said, we're rooting for Cincy, and it'll be fun if we watch the Super Bowl and stuff like that too. But we'll have that dinner, and we'll make sure that happens again.
And we'll make that a broadcast. Special broadcast.
Speaking of sports broadcast, what are you guys doing this week, bro? Talk to me.
There's a lot to talk about right now. Of course, there were a lot of Major League Baseball talks again today. Very little progress as usual.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've made it well known. I don't think we're going to have a full 162 game season. But
You gonna talk about that on Angeletti or?
yeah, so tomorrow night, 6 p.m., we'll be there. And again, I don't want to tease it. I don't want to tease it. So I'll give you a 10-second taste of my opinion, but you got to tune in tomorrow on Sal Show, Talking Baseball with Sal Angeletti.
Gotta do it.
6 p.m.
Gotta do it.
Facebook Live, Twitter, Roku, Spotify, iTunes, your sister's ass, whatever it is. We'll be there 6 p.m. tomorrow.
There you go. And of course, basically continue to follow us on my other podcast, Comics on Cannabis.
When are you guys going back on, by the way?
Either this week or next week. We've had, like I said, we had a little trouble that we went on with my partner and stuff like that. But we're going to be back on. So make sure you follow us at Comics on Cannabis. And other new stuff is coming as well, which I'll keep you guys informed very, very soon. And you'll find it on social media. But it'll be a good time, and you'll be a part of it as well.
I can't wait.
It'll be fun. So until then, guys, thanks for listening. And until next week, we are out. Thank you, Ming.